Feels like a football Saturday again in Morgantown, West Virginia. Tailgating is back. The fans are back, and we have football, the Mountaineers, and Long Island next. Hi, everybody, alongside former Kansas State and 12-year NFL lineman Barrett Brooks. Bill Spaulding, glad to be with you. Hey, the atmosphere is great. This is what we missed last year, so we're ready to roll. But it's also a really big game for West Virginia to hit the reset button coming off the loss last week to Maryland. You know, head coach Neil Brown says he wants his team to be known as a physical bunch that doesn't beat themselves. Barrett, he thinks they failed on both accounts last week.
17-7 at halftime, kind of a mixed bag for both teams. Wagner got off to a really good start, had that 7-0 lead. But so many self-inflicted wounds have really limited their upset chance here.
Well, 4th and 9 from the 44. Dagey over the middle. It's a first down. Bryce Ford Wheaton. Gain of 22.
Dobbins cuts the outside. Stretching across. It's a hat trick for Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown today.
High wobbly kick. Estrada will try to return it. Makes a man miss. Here he goes. Drew Estrada. Big hole. Only Schmidt to beat. Drew Estrada is gone. Touchdown, Dartmouth. Empty set on 2nd down and 8. Pressure coming. Orth goes down. Akeem Messidor.
Mathis on 3rd and 4. Time to throw. He's going deep again. Mathis down the seam. It's caught. Touchdown. Cadis Reams.
It's 3rd and 19. Harvard goes with the draw play. Darrington on 3rd and 19. Breaks it into the end zone. Second drive today for West Virginia. They've scored on a kick return, scored on a Letty Brown 1-yard run. And now Jarrett Dagey to throw on play action. Bryce Ford Wheaton wide open. It's a big gain. 32 yards. Dagey and Ford Wheaton have connected 3 times already today.
If you look at it, they flooded the zone going left to right on the play, which allowed him to go and went wide open 3 on that play. Now, this doesn't say much about the run game, and I don't think that Coach Brown has a lot of a lot of faith in that run game. You see him passing the ball more so than running the ball.
Screen it out to Letty Brown. Down to the 5, 2nd and short. Well, on that first drive, there's a reason to worry a bit about the run game. Letty Brown carried it 7 times for only 10 yards.
Absolutely. You know, so that shows up front they're not getting enough push to push that LIU defensive line.
And not to belabor the point, but this is a Sharks defense that gave up 12 yards a rush last week against Florida International. Go to Brown again. And he inches his way closer to the first down marker, but still short. 3rd and less than a yard. Can get that first down at the 3.
Bill, this is a problem for West Virginia. They're not getting any push on the defensive line of the Sharks. Now, in order for this team to really think that they had some progress from last week, they have to run the ball and establish the run. At this point, LIU is getting penetration and is killing all these run plays.
3rd and less than a yard. It's Brown again. First down inside the 2. Gains about 1. 1st and goal for the Mountaineers. It's crazy when you think about it, because here are the Sharks starters up front. They go 217, 256, 280, 270. That is not a Big 12 defensive line.
Absolutely not. You know, we have guys that are 300 pounds up front for West Virginia. They should be pushing these guys around, but it just goes to show. The Sharks come in with heart, and they feel as though they can compete with this West Virginia team.
1st and goal from the 2. Dagey to throw, going up top. And he overshoots Sean Ryan, the junior wide receiver.
I'm going to tell you the truth. This Sharks defense is winning the line of scrimmage. They are pressing back this West Virginia offensive line back 3 yards every single play. Now, you cannot establish the run if you don't get any movement up front.
And you can start to hear the mumbles from the 50,000 or so here at Pushkar Stadium as well. 2nd and goal. Brown up the middle. He's into the end zone again. 5 touchdowns through 5 quarters this year for Letty Brown.
It was a great play. He was able to evade the penetration from the linebacker blitzing, and that's what they're doing. They're blitzing this West Virginia offense. They get the score. But I tell you what, Coach Brown is not really impressed by what his offense is doing. They wanted to be physical. They want physicality to reign the day today, and they definitely haven't done it. The Sharks' defensive line have definitely went out there and showed that they belong to play on the same field with West Virginia.
Here comes Casey Legg again for the point after. Smooth operation. This time it's 21-0. You know, that's the dichotomy of a game like this. Look, West Virginia's up 21-0. They're on their way to what looks like a lopsided win. Yet there's a lot you can pick apart at this point from the Mountaineers' performance.
No question. It does not deflect on how this game is won in the trenches. It's not a game where West Virginia is just dominating this Long Island team. Remember, first we had the kickoff return. Now they went down and scored, but it had short fields. So at this point, I really think that they're going to have a huge conversation going into the second quarter and try to establish more so something at the line of scrimmage going into the rest of this game.
And if it feels like we're being harsh, well, the coaching staff has to be as well, because after this week, you got Virginia Tech coming here next week, then you're at Oklahoma the week after that.
No question. Now, if we're talking about a Sharks team, and we have to be honest, the athletes that they have right now are competing with West Virginia, Big 12 athletes. So at this point, they have to show something. They're going to have to turn the corner and become a more physical team if they think they're going to go in and win these next two games.
Now, the Mountaineer defense played solidly today. Only one first down allowed over the first two drives. This is into the end zone, so the best starting field position of the day for LIU. Sharks fell behind 21-0 against Florida International last week. Then ended up scoring 10 out of the next 17 points, make it 28-10 at halftime. See if they have any type of response here late in the first quarter.
I think they will.
Kyle Dobbins in on 3rd down and 6. Wagner brings the blitz, gets picked up, and Mathis fires his strike. Ahmad Anderson makes a man miss, and he's out past midfield, down to the 47. 27 yards for Ahmad Anderson on 3rd down.
Love the fact that he's going out and he's reading the defense. You know, he's going through his progression, getting the ball out on time, getting it to his playmakers, and then those guys could definitely go out and make a play once they get the ball.
You're right. That part of Mathis's game, going through the progressions, has looked really good today. He has not been flustered in the pocket at all.
No, but he's not executing it at times with balls that, you know, can allow them to run after the catch.
Handoff goes to Kyle Dobbins. He was busy in the first half, and he jets forward for about 4 here. That's Dobbins' 11th carry today for 42 yards. He has both Temple touchdowns.
And an object of him keeping the chains moving is to go out there and on first down get positive run yardage. When you have positive run yards, it opens up your playbook to do whatever you want to do, from run to pass, and maybe even a trick play here and there.
How about these high school numbers for Dobbins? 4,800 career yards, 57 career touchdowns at Timber Creek High School in New Jersey. Mathis going deep. Contact got there early. Flag is out, and Darius Pittman brought it in anyway. Great play by the tight end transfer from Purdue.
Kept his eyes on the ball, and able to bring it in.
This would be defensive pass interference, but you can go ahead and decline it and take the 14-yard gain to Pittman.
Defender got there a little early. But things are starting to open up. You know, the game starting to slow down, you know, for Mathis at this point.
And Barrett, this is often where you also see an FCS team that's a little bit undermanned start to really wear down against bigger physical FBS teams. Probably got a tired defense out there now for Wagner.
And that's the case, you know, when you're going against an FBS team that's, you know, they're supposed to be more physical.
It's a completed catch. Pass interference. Defense. Number 36. That penalty's decline. First down. Temple.
So it's a good gain, and as you were saying, now Temple can take control on the offensive line.
Just more players, you know. Then it comes in waves, you know, waves and waves of talent. When, you know, an FCS school may just have one wave that they can go against your one wave. Well, an FBS team usually have more and more talent than they have, and the waves and waves of plays start coming. And then your defense start going and getting a little tired.
It's officially a 12-yard gain. This is a review that ends up becoming an unnecessary review because it's either a 12-yard gain on the completion or it's pass interference and a spot foul. The ball's in the 29-yard line regardless here.
Right.
But we got to get it right. Got to make sure we accurately calculate that as a penalty or a reception, but it will make no difference on where the ball is and whether or not it'll be first down here.
Bill, it's got to be right in the books. Put it like that. It's got to be right in the books.
Does give the Wagner defense a chance to catch its breath here, and all these stops will be important for Wagner as they try to stay in this and dig through the lack of depth they have due to injuries on the defensive side.
The pass was incomplete. The pass interference will now be enforced. First down, the spot of the foul. Temple.
So the ball stays exactly where it was, but Darius Pittman is stripped of his reception. Add the penalty yardage to Wagner. First down from the 29, and hey, got it. We traveled the replay official here. He had his hotel. He had his per diem. You got to make him earn it, right?
Make him earn it, man.
So 1st and 10 for Temple. Let's see if they go back to that ground game. They've ridden Dobbins a lot here lately.
First down, run the ball first down, opens up the pass on second down.
Well, now you got wide receiver Malik Cooper in the backfield. He's wearing the red long sleeves to the left of Dewan Mathis. Cooper gets it on the sweep to the right side. No space. That was strung out well, but a flag comes out at the end of the tackle, likely a face mask. You had Taji Tate over there along with Lennox Lamar and Jalen Justice.
Defense running the ball, trying to make a play. Hands flying around a little bit.
It's going to be a face mask on Lamar, the sophomore weak side linebacker.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Number 41. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. An automatic first down.
So that's 27 yards of penalties on the last 2 plays for Wagner. Give 15 more yards to Temple, and all of a sudden the Owls are back in the red zone again.
This Wagner defense has to get up a little bit, you know. I mean, he's trying to make a play, but gets a hold of the face mask, doesn't let it go, kind of pulls it a little bit to stop him.
Temple has scored all 3 times in the red zone, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. That was a point of emphasis after struggling in the red zone against Boston College last week.
Got to finish the deal.
Here comes Dobbins again, looking for his 3rd touchdown of the day. There was a huge hole there. 9-yard gain for Kyle Dobbins, 2nd and 1.
Zone right. It's a simple zone play right. You take 1 step as a running back, 1 step, cut, go downhill. Keep your pass going forward.
Dobbins cuts to the outside. Stretching across. It's a hat trick for Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown today.
They were looking for that bell cow back. I think they may have found the guy to go ahead and compete for it. Dobbins showed a little strength there. Not coming down after the first hit. Taking defenders into the end zone with him.
13 carries, up close to 60 yards and 3 touchdowns for Kyle Dobbins, who entered today with 7 carries and 14 yards the entire season. Officially 57 yards for Dobbins now.
Head coach Rob Carey says he's going to run the rock. He's running the rock.
Up there, walk us through the holes. These offensive lines are opening up as we head off to break.
It's easy when you get behind those pads and watch your running back. After first initial hit, he's still able to carry defenders into the end zone.